Okay, so I'm going 3-1 in my first Premier Draft Theros Beyond Death. I'm playing Bant Constellation, white-green deck with a splash of 2 blue cards. I had very nice first 3 games. My deck worked great. And now my opponent is Mythic, 96%, and the last game was with Gruul aggro, and that I couldn't stop this aggression. It was very busted start from my opponent, and good answers for my defensive creatures. Now I'm gonna keep it. The deck has poor mana base, and that's what I have to swallow. That's the worst thing about it. But Skull on turn 2 and Citizen Training drawing another card, and I'm on the draw. Opponent goes first. That gives me time to dig for white mana, and if I have one source, I will be able to find another with the Birth of Melodies. And I have 7 planes and 1 Temple of Enlightenment, I think it was called, Azorius Temple. So that's the color that is best supported, white. So I can dig. And I think my opponent is considering mulliganing for 5, taking their time. So I don't know if maybe they got disconnected. It looked like that was the forced decision because time ran out. So just keeping 6 and probably putting a random card on the bottom, which I think sucks, even if the opponent gets back on time. So I think that will be a no game, and free win, which is not bad in my situation. I'm trying to reach Mythic in less than 6 hours, and I have to make 5 wins, which is 4 wins in this draft, and then I have to have time to start another. Okay, so let's just pass a turn quickly and see if my opponent gets back to the game. I think if they don't do anything now, they lose the game. So I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I think that's the last chance to get back to the game. Okay, so I don't think I wanna post it as a separate video, so let's just start another game. So a 4-1 score. A no game in the 5th round. Probably disconnected. But they had time to make one mulligan. And that's a keep. I lack some early drops besides this removal, and I have a second removal, so I have things to survive until the late game, until the later stages of the game. I think I'm gonna play this Helios punishment just to make sure that I survive. This kind of a card disadvantage. Playing this on not a great creature of my opponent, but I think I have a good enough start to just play efficiently and stopping opponent's attacks. Now Renata seem cool. So that's not cool. But it can be reanimated with Archon. Now I will just play Huntmaster. So that might be not that good. I wanted to play my creatures on time, but maybe it wasn't a bad idea to just exile it and not letting my opponent draw cards from Soul Reaper. So I think I'm gonna skip Archon for now and maybe kill this Soul Reaper while I'm sure I can do it, and just play hero. But it kind of sucks that I can't target hero with Warbriar Blessing, but I want to kill at 3 toughness creatures, so what can I do? And now this Tower Wave Mystic might Renata. Okay, so Renata is not coming back, unfortunately. And I think my opponent is trying to mill me. So I will just apply pressure and put another big flyer on the battlefield and try to close the game as soon as I can. So now I can target Hero of the Winds and still kill what I want, and I want to kill a flyer. Yeah, and my opponent had to jump block, and they don't have time to mill me. Okay, so that's a good game. Cool, so here we had some milling plan, but I think with weak creatures, I spent some removal on these weak creatures besides Soul Reaper, which I think is good. But I wanted to just to... I knew that I have good draws later, so I wanted to just play my spells on time, use my second and third turns, and even though I knew that I wasn't getting full advantage of my removal spells, putting them on such weak creatures, but Towering Mystic would have milled some card if I didn't put Heliod's Banishment, and that came out to be the main plan of my opponent. So I'm happy with these decisions, and just as I planned, my later drops were good enough. So that's nice, and let's see how it goes from there.